Skechers Razer 5 is a lightweight trainer shoes that blend together with some element of racing that give us fast and responsive feeling. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I'm one of the Malaysia running YouTuber. Today I'm going to talk about this pair of shoes. Skechers Go Razer 5 is a lightweight trainer shoes by Skechers. Almost look identical with the Skechers 4, but there's some update on this pair of shoes. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what I like about the shoes, what I dislike about the shoes, and how I use the shoes during this starting period on my first impression with this Skechers Razer 5. Before we start, full disclosure, this pair of shoes is sent by Skechers Malaysia for the purpose of review. No one can give any comment or any opinion regarding this video. All the opinion that you watch on this video is my own opinion. So let's begin with the specification. For my size, US 11, the shoes weight at 270 grams. For the stack height on the heel is 30mm. For the forefoot is 26mm. Make the shoes 4mm drop and it has a very nice rocker geometry. For the stack height for these shoes is considered really low, especially nowadays shoes going for the maximum 40 or even go higher than that. So for this, definitely is a very low stack height, and there's a carbon infused plate inside, especially on the forefoot for the maximum energy return. For the midsole, you're using the brand new foam that is called Hyperburst Pro Foam. Upper, using the mesh upper for the maximum ventilation and reduce the weight of the shoes. And for the fitting, the shoe fit true to size. For my US size 11, in the same is 29cm. But on the toe box here is a bit tight. It's a very narrow and very shallow toe box. So when I fit my leg over the upper over here, especially on the toe box, I feel the shoes is quite narrow for my feet. So if you're a flat footer, most probably the shoes won't able to fit you. And the arch area has a medium arch area, so you're able to support my feet nicely when I land on it. Let's start with the quick overview on the shoes. For the upper, using the mesh upper for the ventilation from the front all the way to the back. There's not much support on the front, not really that stretchable, so that's why having some trouble, especially on my toe box area. I feel the toe box is a bit tight for my feet, even though I have a normal feet. I still feel a bit tight over here. And once go to the back, there's a heel collar on the back for the structure support on the back. For the tongue, using a thin tongue with some light padding. It's not gusted or anything, just sealed on the front. So, but the tongue not running left or right during my run. So for the lace, it's not that really long. Luckily, it's not really that long because the shoes actually fit a bit narrow, even though it fit true to size, but the toe box is a bit narrow. So most probably we no need to use the runner knot. So the lace is just right amount of lacing that we need. So on the side, it has written the XKX, and the Skechers Razer 5 logo is at the tongue area. For the midsole, it's using the Hyper Burst Pro Foam. It's like a cotton candy colors. I picked this color rather than the orange, so the foam will be a white color. So I picked this, so it's much more brighter. Is when you are running, it's like a cotton candy with a lot of light bulb on it. So if you look closely on it, you can see a lot of like the Hyperburst design, like the old Ultra Boost, the foam, the small foam, the particle, the polystyrene, all around, built around the shoes, the whole midsole. And there's a very nice rocker geometry of the shoes. Once we look at the outsole, you can see the Goodyear rubber. One of the two brands running shoes in the market, they're using the car tires rubber. One is this one, the Goodyear by Skechers. The other one is Continental by Adidas. So both of the brands using the car type of tires rubber at the outsole. So you can see there's a very nice and almost full protective of the rubber from front all the way to the back. So you can see the front. Most probably on the front is a green rubber. On the back over here, there's a black rubber. I can say it's around 85% to 90% full coverage of rubber on the shoes. That means the shoes can last really long distance and really high mileage with this pair of running shoes. About my user experience, I bring these shoes out for two different runs. First one is a 5 km break-in. Try to figure out how the shoes feel on my first run. Most probably on my first run, I just try to adjust my feet, how my feet fit into the shoes. Some of the shoes I can just run with it, and some of the shoes I need to do some adjustment. So from this Skechers Go Razer 5, I need to stop by a few times to do the adjustment, especially on the toe box here, because of the toe box a bit tight for me. So I have to stop the race, stop the run, and readjust and releasing the lace again so that I have some room on my toe box. So otherwise, I will facing some blister on my feet. So for the first one is a very easy 5K familiarize the shoes. So stop and release and we'll run again with the pair of running shoes. And my second is a 10 km. The second 10 km is more to up tempo. It's a negative speed base run. I starting around 5:10 and end up all the way to 4:10. So it's a slowly negative split 10K pace when I'm using this pair of shoes. I did try using it. That is part of my training marathon block to Standard Chart Hong Kong Marathon. So I use it. And the shoes give me a very good impression, especially on the toe off. Especially when I land on here, when I'm going to the next step on my faster pace, the shoes starting to came alive. The shoes has a very nice rocker geometry pushing me forward. The form is really responsive, especially when I try to land it. Even though the shoes has a lower stack height, 26mm and 30mm on the back, the 26mm make me feel like those days that we having a flat running shoes. That means it has a very flat type of cushion, those what we call last time is called racing flat. It has give me that kind of feel of racing flat, even though the shoe is 24mm, considered low nowadays. It give me that energy. When I land on it, I can feel the proportion, the raw energy from my feet to the ground because of the low profile on the forefoot. When I land, then it propel me forward to the next step. At my slower pace, I try to land on the heel over here because of the very nice rocker geometry. It roll me forward to my next step. Provide me a very nice rocker geometry at my slow pace. The 30mm stacker on the back really give me some cushion when I land on the fourth heel and roll me forward for the heel to my next step. Provide me a very nice rocker geometry towards my step. And regarding the outsole, the grip itself, the grip I just tested in a dry condition. The grip is looking really nice. So far, I didn't feel any slippery because the road is wet, it's dry. So I didn't feel any slippery with the grip. Able to roll me, especially when I'm going fast. I can grip it and push me forward for my next step. So far, I just tested on my two different runs, easy and the fast tempo. And the shoes give me a very positive, especially on the response and the feedback of the shoe. But in these two runs, the thing encounter similar is the tight toe box, the swallow toe box over here, and the not much roomy on the and the discomfort of my toe, especially all my toe is crumbling together at this area. Besides the narrow toe box, the shoes actually perform really good, especially on the rocker geometry that I quite like it and the ground feeling of the shoes. Let's move to the buyer guide of the shoes. Which shoes similar with the Razer 5? The first shoes that I think of is the Asics Magic Speed 4 because of the almost similar weight with the carbon plate and some of the very responsive and bouncy form. These shoes very similar with the Magic Speed 4. And the other one I'm thinking of is the Brooks Hyperion 2, that having a really low stack height, but that pair of shoes doesn't have carbon fiber plate and has a very lightweight. That shoes that mean for speed day and interval. That means you use the shoes for the speed day, speed workout, track workout, that having a very low profile and really responsive shoes. The Magic Speed and the Hyperion Tempo, same as the Razer 5, that you can bring the shoes, go for your speed interval, your tempo workout, or even go for the track day. Who should not get this pair of running shoes? If you're having a wide feet, definitely this pair of shoes is not for you. Or if you're having a flat foot, same, this pair of shoes is not really suitable for you. Or you're looking for a shoes with a higher stack height, much more plushy, this pair of shoes definitely is not suitable for you, because this shoes is built a bit narrow and the form is a bit stiff and really bouncy. So definitely this pair of shoes is not suitable for you. Who should get the Razer 5? If you're looking for a shoes that can go for a lot of mileage, lightweight, responsive, lower to the ground with carbon fiber plate, definitely Razer 5 is a shoes that's suitable for you. So what's my verdict on the Razer 5? Razer 5 has a very nice rocker geometry, lightweight and carbon infused plate inside. But one thing that to keep drawing me back is the tight toe box. Even though I didn't have a very wide toe, but the shoes seems like a bit too narrow for me. But for now, I'm still using this pair of running shoes. I'm still bringing it out for my run. Hopefully the upper will stretch a bit more so that my feet can fit in much more nicely and much more comfortable for my upcoming run. So that's all on my Skechers Razer 5 review. See you guys on the next video. Bye.